What? Have you seen have you seen that Clayface? Oh man, I mean that is insane. The Clayface trailer. Dang. Welcome to New Comic Book Day. Why? With comic news. Hopefully, everybody today is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. And welcome to the show. Yeah, that was the Clayface trailer we opened up with. That's insane. Always looking to bring something new to the table today, and they released that Clayface trailer a couple of days ago, actually, maybe like a week ago. But definitely wanted to show that. Also, in other Marvel news, well, other comic book movie news, Marvel, Vision Quest set photos were released for that, so that's crazy. We know that's coming. So yeah, I mean that's the is it's the comic news for today, and then Deadpool 4, right? Some talk about that, and yeah, not too much happening except Ryan Reynolds saying that he's open to playing the character again if they do a Deadpool 4, and that there is stuff that's already written for it. Just yeah, gotta wait for the studios to be like, let's do it. So hopefully everybody out there is having a great New Comic Book Day, a great NCBD day. Why? Why? Because we love it. All right, let's get a little background. There you go. A little background music. Okay, guys. Hopefully you had a great day. I'm kind of excited for that horror-ish flick, the Clayface movie, right? And if you guys don't know what comics came out today, last night I did drop my new Oh, excuse me. I had a little chocolate cake before coming on. I probably shouldn't have had the chocolate cake right before it came on. I like scarfed it. It was like a chocolate peanut butter cake with like peanut butter chips. They were like chocolate chips, but made with peanut butter. Delicious stuff. Yeah, but I dropped that New Comic Book Day video. So as I was saying, if you don't know what comics are coming out this week, well then go ahead and check out that video. There it is. Nothing wrong with that, my boy. What's up, John? John in the house. What's up, buddy? I'm glad you stopped by for a little bit And yes, you're right. There ain't nothing wrong with just a little bit of chocolate cake. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit of delicious chocolate cake. Very cool. Glad you could stop by. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I know in your line of work, sometimes things can get stressful. So hopefully everything's cool with you, my buddy, my friend. Me and John go way back like babies and pacifiers. All right, I guess we'll get into the comics because it is New Comic Book Day. This is the show where I share my my comic book haul. Sometimes I have my compadre with me on the show, Aaron, Psychotronic Squirt Gun. You know, I forgot to send my co-host only because look at the menu. Somebody here decided to get married. Marking Matt test while watching the best comic reviewer. Well, I'm glad you also had time to watch me. You know what? I have a drum roll. Hold on. Actually, it was a bad joke, so I should have went with this one. No, not worthy. Oh man, I'm glad I could bring you some levity while you mark those math tests. All right, let's get into some of the comics I'm reading. If you want to talk about horror shows, this is the Infernal Hulk number 6. That's the Iron Man Hell. What is it? The Hellbuster armor that he's wearing right there. And yeah, he's fighting the Infernal Hulk. Now, Bruce Banner was separated from the Infernal Hulk, right? By the Eldest. That's the name of the dude, the Eldest. And he's now taken over the Hulk, if you will. He is exorcised. Oh, he's inside of the Hulk, and the Hulk needs a little exorcism. Look at that. The Hellbuster suit right there. You may remember the Hulkbuster suit from the movie, the Avengers movie. But anyway, Iron Man showed up to save the day. But against the Hulk, you know, nothing ever goes quite according to plan. So there's an epic battle. I won't tell you how it finishes. I won't spoil it for you. But for me, like pound for pound, the Hulk, right? Is that a pun, pound for pound? Possibly. The Hulk is probably one of the better horror books, if not the best horror book on the market. It's just been phenomenal. Not infernal, but phenomenal. It's the only book I actually read for this week because I was busy doing stuff, you know. Like I said, somebody decided to get married. I'm gonna go turn on this light over here so I have a little bit more light for this show. But I have to pause the screen, if you will. Why? Because I'm not wearing pants. So while I go do that, let me see. I'm gonna go turn on this light. Let's take one more look at where's this at? What did I do with it? Here it is. Let us watch this, just in case you didn't see it the first time, guys. Let's go ahead and watch this one more time. Yo, that is freaky. Seriously, that's freaky. Yeah, so here I am bagging and boarding this comic. I like to use resealable bagging boards, just so you guys know. And yeah, that's it. They seal up real nice. No tape needed. All right. What else? What do you mean, what else? You got more comics to show them, you dumbass. Oh, yeah, that's right. Look at me talking to myself. All right. Turn on the light. Looks good. I don't know. We'll see when I show the next comic. I had to do some minor adjustments because sometimes it was too bam right on this. Void Rivals. This is Void Rivals. This is part of the Quintesson War. This will probably be the next book I read, written by Robert Kirkman. You know, Walking Dead fame and all that other good stuff. This is part of the Energon verse, where we have G.I. Joe and the Transformers, as well as Void Rivals. But yeah, right now there's a war going on, and people are trying to protect their stuff. We had the Sharkticons so far show up. Some judges. We won't go too far in there, but there you go. I don't know the race of these the people from Cobra La, but they are also in this book. They hate technology, and all that's out here is robots and metal creatures and computers and spaceships. So they are not liking it. But they're also lurking in the background. The same people who raised Cobra Commander. The one thing is Cobra Commander, though, he has embraced the technology, right? Because he realizes it can help him take over the world. All right, this is Superman, Reign of the Superboys, right? So that's Superman Prime on the cover. The real Superman has disappeared. But instead of stopping the Superman title, they just threw some other Supermans into here. But yeah, when you got a writing team like, when you got a team like Joshua Williamson, and then you got Dan Mora on art, you can kind of keep the Superman title going without actually having the real Superman in there. Let's see. No, don't want to show that. That looks like it could be a here's a Robin. I don't want to show anything that could be a spoiler for those of you who haven't read the issue yet. So, but that's it. So my local comic shop is not kept up with restocking the bags and boards, so I'm running pretty low. But they have such a good discount. I hate to buy stuff from anywhere else because they cut such a good discount for being a regular shopper there. So I might have to bite the bullet get some of my wares from somewhere else. Won't be happy about it, but I'll do it if I have to. The Spawn, The Dark Ages. Liam Sharp, writing, coloring, doing the artwork. The only thing it doesn't do is the lettering, it looks like in this book. I gotta catch up with so far. I've only read issue 1, but it's a 6-part series. So I'll probably reread issue 1 especially when the 6th issue drops by Liam Sharp. What's up, Collector P? Collector P in the house. Appreciate you stopping by, Paul. Let me share some stuff with you all. The Collector is in the house. Let's see if this actually shows up. Weird. Oh, there it was. Instagram's being weird today, at least for me. Anyway, the Collector in here and myself, part of the Black Order Comic Club. All right. If you would be so kind, give it a follow. Pretty cool group of guys out there. Every week during the month, we try to do some covers, throw some covers up there. Today is Wicked Wednesday, so check those out. Tomorrow will be Indie Thursday, and so forth. Final Fight Friday, that looks cool. And then Sexy Saturday for you guys who like the stuff. That was a horrible whistle, by the way. A little better. But anyway, here's two of the well, not two, here's a bunch of the the guys in the club. There you go.
First from next.
All right, we're gonna take the take that down. Mark Teixeira was hanging out with these guys. Pretty cool stuff. But definitely worth a check out. And you could check out the covers if you just check out the stories. Look at that. Look at these. These covers. Huh. Some cool stuff there. So yeah, go check out the Black Order Comic Club, guys. Good stuff. All right. Talking about Wicked Wednesday, we got the Spawn. Man, this guy's just getting stabbed up in the throat. So yeah, if you want a medieval Spawn story or Dark Ages story, not medieval. Lots of fighting happening. This is almost like, picture Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian was alive same time as Spawn. That's kind of what you get with Dark Ages Spawn here. Put some of these. What's funny is I make a bunch of bags and boards, and I have no idea where I put them. Like, I have a pretty good idea where they went, but it's not until like I open a comic box and they're right up in front of it, I'm like, oh, there's all my bags and boards. By the way, the weekend that passed, guys, was Superman and Supergirl Day. And I no way am I saying this cynically. It's always been Superman Day, but I think with the Supergirl movie coming out, DC saw this as a prime opportunity to also promote Supergirl, which honestly, um, the comic book that the movie is based on, pretty good comic book. Tom King did a good job with that. Tom King's always been really good with taking characters that aren't exactly like the regular A-list Justice League and turning them into something pretty cool. So kudos to Tom King for doing that thing that he's really good at. But for real, he's done a really good job with that. He had a Vision series for Marvel that was also really good. He did the Vision. What else? He did Adam Strange for DC. That was pretty good. So I'm digging that. Sorry, guys, making bags and boards. I know I could be showing comics right now. Appreciate you tuning in. Longer connected because you did that thing you always do. All right, let's show some more books. Why don't we? Here we go. I thought this was a Robin cover, honestly, when I first saw it. First saw this, but it's not, because it's The Curse of Shirley Johnson. This is another Spawn book, another Spawn Universe book. I got a lot of books, Spawn. This is a white cover, so that's cool. Luckily, it's cardstock, so a little less damage with the color rub going on here. But this is a dope. I kind of like this series, honestly. So this girl gets killed by a serial killer, Shirley Johnson, by Billy Kincaid in like Spawn issue 5. And somehow they were like, yo, let's make a series based on that. Kind of ingenious. Jonathan Glapion does the art, and he's been the inker for a lot of artists, including Greg Capullo, who has done a lot of Spawn and some Batman too. I don't know if you know that. Him and Scott Snyder worked on Batman during the New 52, and now that Scott Snyder dude is, I don't know if you know Scott Snyder, he's working on Absolute Batman, which is absolute bananas. Absolute bananas. All right, next up, we got the Justice League Unlimited, because opposites attract. And this is Justice League number 18. What you got here? You got King Shark and Batman. It's like a bunch of camera crews around them. I guess that's Harley Batgirl. I don't know. But yeah. Batman's in his new bat suit, right? The one that's happening right now. So with actually, it's really good too. I know a lot of people talk about the Absolute Batman, but the regular Batman title is actually pretty good. It's just as good. I mean, obviously it's different, but it's good. I guess we'll keep talking about Batman because we have Detective Comics, Family Plot, got the Green Arrow on here, and pause, splash page, Batman and Wonder Woman, Black Canary. Sorry, we also got Black Canary on the cover, but I saw that splash page and was like, hold up, wait a minute. Green Arrow, actually, guys, was on Absolute Green Arrow. Was on the FOC list, I think last week. So I think the time to FOC it has passed. But that title apparently is drawing mega hype. It's getting some big hype. And since we're talking about the Absolute Universe, there's Absolute Wonder Woman, number 19. Season of the Witch. So, yeah. Group. Basically, a group or a singular person, and we won't get too far into it. Maybe next issue we'll actually talk about it more in depth. Wants to stop Wonder Woman, and they're sending witches, warlocks, magic users to try and stop her, steal her magic. Because, they figure, how do you fight magic? You fight magic with magic. We get Zatanna's first appearance, not in this book, like 2 issues ago. But she's a main character in this storyline. And we get lots of magic in Wonder Woman. Definitely top 3 Absolute titles for me, if not a top 2. And at times, I like it more than Absolute Batman. So maybe top 1. All right. So I'm always excited when Absolute Wonder Woman comes out. I do need to try to grab me a first print Absolute Wonder Woman. I think right now I have a second print. But the way the Absolute market shot up, I should have got it a lot longer, a lot longer ago than now. All right, switching gears, we're heading to Marvel. This is Absolute Mayhem in the Amazing Spider-Man, right? Issue number 27. This is part 9 of 9 of Death Spiral. Yeah, good writing, good art. It's been a good story. Did have a little conversation about it today, though. And it kind of like what happened with the Batman series, where it was like good momentum. Chip Zdarsky was writing it, good stuff happening. And then we kind of paused for a minute to introduce some other storylines. Same thing with this one, except Death Spiral is a good story. It just kind of wasn't what the book was building to. And then it was kind of like, oh, we have this story. Let's push this forward and forget about the other stuff that's been happening. So, but yeah, I don't hate it. It just didn't feel like the momentum that they wanted. We got Captain America number 9. Chip Zdarsky is writing this one. In all honesty, I've been collecting Captain America, but I haven't been reading it yet. So we'll get to it. There's a character whose first appearance has been building and building and building. And the fight with Cap has been building and building and building. And so we'll see where it heads. Pretty good interiors. Show you some interior artwork here. And they've been doing the tributes to Sal Buscema in the books too. So poor Sal. What was he? 90? So seems like he lived a pretty long life. Here's some classic Cap leading the charge. But yeah, Captain America by Chip Zdarsky has been a pretty decent read. I haven't heard anything bad. I don't know if a ton of people are reading it. I feel like sometimes Cap is a harder sell on some books, but you know, a lot of times the Cap stuff goes into like espionage and spy and government conspiracies and those kind of things. So everything's cyclical, and maybe people just aren't into that in the moment. Make a couple more bags and boards, because who doesn't like to see me make bags and boards? Yeah, we got to read the Death Spiral, because I'm all caught up on that. I'm all caught up on the Infernal Hulk. I'm all caught up on Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman. Catching up on Absolute Martian Manhunter. And I'm pretty sure I'm caught up on Absolute Superman. Caught up on Transformers, Energonverse, and Energonverse G.I. Joe, and the Energonverse Void Arrivals. I have fallen behind, though, on Something Is Killing the Children, and that was one of my favorite reads for a long time. Still one of my favorite reads, and a relatively quick read, too, honestly. And then I've caught up on Batman, too, the regular Batman. I am behind on Superman, though, Detective, and well, I'm behind on a lot of Spawn books, by the way, like a ton of Spawn books. At some point, I've been thinking about maybe getting less comics. That way, I can catch up. But it's always hard to be like, yeah, we're gonna get less comics. No, you're not. No, you're not. Before we keep going, though, let me share this. Boom. Right? Nope, that's not what I want to share. What I want to do is share this. The Black Order Comic Club. This is the website, guys. The story, the lore, together. We are inevitable. If you want to join, click here. Find out how. Here's some pictures of our members. Wait, wax or not? I'm going to say real. Too much sweat. There's Chris Claremont with Matt Morgan. Maddie. There's Maddie again. It's our homie. Why are these going so fast? Rude. Just, yeah. Oh, who's that guy? That's insane. Right? There we go. That's the beauty shot. And back to the beginning. There's the mission. If you want to read about the mission, right? You want to see some of the members. Here's some pictures of the members. Right? And then here are the members if you scroll down. The Maker. Gotta just get the will. Joker? Beetlejuice? Who knows? Who was I playing? But anyway, guys, if you check out the blackordercomicclub.com, you get a better idea of what this club is. That Beetlejuice. Thanks, Trev. Yeah, that is crazy. Right? All right. And we're back. I had fun being Beetlejuice. Got into a competition. I did all right. It was at a bar. The people who won, though, were clearly regulars because they knew him by name and face and everything. And I wouldn't say their costumes were better. And people knew them, and I feel like they knew they had to vote for them. We got Corpse Night. This is good stuff. The writer is a seasoned Hollywood writer, right? So he knows what he's doing. The artwork in here is good. Basically, dad dies, leaving his daughter orphaned, comes back as the Corpse Knight to protect her. So I haven't gotten too far into it. I don't want to give away too much. Looks like there's a lot of interesting things happening in here. That might be the dad dying. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. But I've heard good things so far about Corpse Knight. So we're going to give it a read. We're going to see what's up with the Corpse Knight. And hopefully it turns out good. And like I said, I've heard good things. If you guys don't know, Supergirl's coming. And they're letting you know. June 26th. Truth, Justice, Whatever. All right. Here we have Superman. And this is Superman #1. This is free. So, guys, this was from Nick Dragotta on the cover. I thought I recognized the art. This is from Superman Supergirl Day. And Comic Cat Collectibles is in the house. What's up, Rich? How's it going today? Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Everybody who's in the chat. Appreciate you for being here. Yeah, so this was from Superman Day. So this was on Saturday, guys. So if you had a chance to get out to the stores, your comic shop on a Saturday, I know a lot of us are, right, we're Wednesday warriors, right? We're not really going to the comic store on Saturday, but this was a good reason to get out to your comic shop on a Saturday. Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell, right, in here. And what's funny is on the inside, it says artist and cover artist, Jamal Campbell, right? But this is clearly, and it says it right there with the camera focus, Nick Dragotta. So Jamal Campbell's not on this cover. But, Jamal Campbell was working on the book earlier, so they probably just reskinned. And that's why. What else? I think we got 3 more Superman Day books. Here's another one. DC's Finest Superman, Time and Time Again, #1. Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway, Roger Stern, Bob McLeod. It's a little old school Superman. Hey, look, there's Booster Gold. So we got that. That's a cool Superman, right? I think with Nick Dragotta works on stuff. So I like Nick Dragotta. I like him with the DC characters. And listen, this is my own personal preference. I'm not trying to put down Nick Dragotta. I think he's a great artist. Just something about when he does Spider-Man characters that freaks me out. And I don't know if that's because Spider-Man himself is supposed to be like the only guy in a Spider-Man comic with like huge eyes. Because when everybody else has big eyes, I'm like, make Spider-Man's eyes look normal. All right, here's Supergirl, part of the Supergirl Day special edition. You see they got the little bug there that says Supergirl Day. And you got Supergirl, the world. Yeah. I think it's a really cool cover. And then the back is again the movie. All the Supergirl, Superman Day books have that on the back. There were some like issues you could pay for. These were the freebies. And then last not least is Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow with Crypto. So there you go. Doesn't look like my store got any Superman Day books. Well, that's disappointing. You know, I don't know if everybody participated in it, but I know my shops did. They usually tend to do that. All right, I guess not last but not least is Exquisite Corpses. This is cover C of Exquisite Corpse number 12. I get C, and for my Canadian friends, it says printed in Canada right there. I don't know if it'll focus in on that. But look at that, printed in Canada. I get C because it has the cards in it. So I do have my scissor. It's way over there. So I will be right back. Yeah, so I'm getting the scissor. And I'm talking to you so you guys know I'm still here. I'm just getting my scissors. All right. And you might be like, why'd you turn off the camera? Full disclosure. I'm not wearing pants. I'm in my skivvies. All right, I'm at home. Grown ass man. Do what I want. I don't want to wear pants. I don't wear pants. But I also don't expose you to me not wearing pants. All right. So we're gonna cut open the bag, which is what we did with the scissor. I mean, I could also just pull it apart like a bag of chips, but it really doesn't rip nicely. And I want to risk damaging the comic. All right, so we pull the comic out. So they do give you some reason they just put this in the front, like they're hiding the cover, but it's always this cover. Well, a variation of this cover, which you see in the previews. So they're not really hiding anything from you. So this is issue 12. It's a little bit of a thickie. And then you get the card. And this is a playable game that's supposed to come out sometime this year. I think they said like mid-year or late spring and last year's New York Comic Con. Now, I haven't heard anything about it recently, but I think you could go on the website and you can like print out some of the cards anyway. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, so what I typically do is I put the oh, this is a thick boy. All right, it fits. And I was like, I might have to switch to a Silver Age bag. And then I usually take the extra insert, and I'll insert that in the back, even though that was upside down. All right, so we got the book in the front, insert in the back, and then we take the card and we throw that in here too. So now when I go to, if I get the game, now when I go to play the game, I know where the cards are. They're all in the back of the comic. So as long as I have issues 1 through 12, I know where to find my books. All right, so that was it. That was my new comic book day haul for this week. So yeah, we had Exquisite Corpses, number 12. We're going to skip the Superman and Supergirl Day books for a second just to get through the books that came out today. We got the Corpse Knight. Heard good things about that. I'll probably read that sooner than later. We got Captain America number 9. I've been collecting Cap, but I haven't been reading it yet, but we'll see. The Amazing Spider-Man or Amazing Spider Carnage. Carnage bonds with Spidey here in this issue. Actually, the last part 8 of Death Spiral, they're both like dying, and they're like, well, if we want to live, gotta team up. And Spidey's like, ugh. We have Wonder Woman number 19. That's Absolute Wonder Woman. One of the better Absolute titles. And they're all pretty good, honestly. We got Batman in Detective Comics. Will they ever take Batman out of Detective Comics? I don't know. We got, because Detective Comics is almost as synonymous with Batman as Batman is with Justice, with Detective Comics. I said Justice because we got Justice League Unlimited number 18. Right, all these titles are kind of going back to normal after DC KO. We've got The Curse of Shirley Johnson, number 5. We've got more Spawn with Spawn the Dark Ages. Liam Sharp just handling duties on that by himself. We got Superman, Reign of the Superboys on issue number 37. You mad? You mad, bro? You mad? We got Void Rivals and the Quintesson War, part 5 of 6. And we've got the Inferno Hulk, number 6. First book I read this week. So, with the Hulkbuster armor. So that's this week's pull. Also, Spider-Man Superman came out this week. The reason you don't see that book in my pull is I bought my books and then I forgot to grab an issue of that. So I just had, because I didn't have any cash on me, and there's like a 2.7% fee now on credit cards and debit cards and stuff. I was like, mother flipper. So rather than run the charge twice, I put the book in my box and said I'll pick it up next week with the rest of my books. So, and I'm going to start bringing cash now to the comic book store. 2.7%, my ass. All right. Let's see. And then I'll just show you real quick the Supergirl Day books. We got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. They did a new cover for that, right? And this is a relatively hot book with the movie coming out. We got Supergirl, The World. Pretty cool cover. We got Finest Superman, Time and Time Again. This is an old school Superman book, right? Jerry Ordway, Dan Jurgens, Roger Stern, Bob McLeod. And last but not least, we have the Nick Dragotta cover on Superman #1, written by Joshua Williamson with art by Jamal Campbell. And that is that, folks. All right. Yeah, so that's it. I think we're going to cut the stream right now. We started a little later than normal. Usually, guys, this stream starts at 9 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. Today we started at 10 p.m. We got stuff to do. We got more stuff to do tomorrow. You boys, all sorts of life events happening. You too. Hey, I'm giving away a slab comic. I have yet to actually reveal it on screen. We will at some point. But just so everybody knows, I'm giving away a slab comic. Pretty good book. I believe I've already revealed it as an ASM book. And if you really, really need to know what that book I'm giving away is, and if you made it this far, whether you're watching now or you're catching this on replay, I am going to give you a hashtag to put into the comments after the show. So not the chat right now. When this show is done, and it uploads to YouTube, go into the comments and you're going to put in the hashtag. But if you really need to know what that book is, I'm going to put the link in a minute. I always forget to grab that link, and then I'm like, what am I looking for? And I found it. All right, so here's the link. Christina! All right, so there's the link if you want to see what book I'm giving away. And not in these comments, but when at the end of the show, or now if you can, when this posts to YouTube, if you enter ASM 1K, and I'm going to write myself a note on that. Here's my little book that I write all my notes. Today's 4/22. Hashtag ASM 1K. You'll get an entry into winning that book that's in that video. Oakley dokley. All right. Not here, Christina. Not in this chat. When you can watch it in the replay, put it in the comment section there. And then I'm going to go collect those. And that gives you an entry. Okay. you just doing your duties and reposting. There you go. That's why you got a wrench, Christina. That's why you got the wrench. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. We haven't spoken in a while, but I'm hoping everything is well with you. I hope you're doing all right. I'll have to play catch up at some point, see what's happening in the world. But all right, fam, I could waste another 5, 10, 20 minutes with y'all, and not waste. It's always a great time. But I've shown you all the books. Oh, before we go though, I do want to play. This is really for myself more than anyone else, but I do want to play this one more time. This is the trailer for Clayface. If you haven't seen it, do you realize that you have the most beautiful face? That is cray cray. But yeah, that's it. That's the show, guys. I always have to end. The little damn. All right, that's enough of that. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great evening. It is scary. That is super scary. It's a horror film. It's coming out in October. So I'm hoping, it'll at least appreciate the want for a horror film. And it's Clayface, so don't mind seeing that. All right, Christina, have a great night. Everybody, have a great night. Peace, I love you. And that's it. That's all we got. Monday Night Raw booked next Monday. Preview show on Tuesdays. We got this on Wednesdays. Hopefully, Aaron, second kind of squirt gun will join me at some point this month or next month. And we'll keep doing what we do. Love y'all. Peace.